Okay, everyone, we're going to look at number 4 in section 3.6. We're going to compute f prime of x if f of x is 7 tangent x times secant x. So to find this, notice the derivative. Notice we've got a product of two functions. I'm going to take 7 as a constant multiple and pull that out. And so how do we handle a product? We use the product rule. Remember, the product rule is the derivative of the product of two functions, u and v, would be the derivative of the first function u times v plus u times the derivative of the second function. So in this case, u is tangent x and v is secant x. So we've got the derivative of tangent x times secant x plus tangent x times the derivative of secant x. Now, you do need to know what the derivative of tangent x and the derivative of secant x is. In fact, you need to know the derivative of all 6 trig functions. I've derived 3 of them for you in the lecture notes and ask you to derive the other 3. So make sure you know how to do that. You can do rote memorization, but you can also think about where they came from to remember. At any rate, you should know the derivative of tangent x can be written, and this is the way we typically write it, as secant squared x. Derivative of secant x is secant x times tangent x. So those are important to know. Okay, so clean this up. I get 7 times secant squared times secant is secant cubed x plus secant x times tangent x tangent squared x. And this would be fine. You can indeed factor out a secant x and write it this way as well. I think that's the way Achieve maybe wants it. I'm not sure. So you can often rewrite these derivatives in different ways. For instance, I could rewrite this in terms of cosine and sine if I wanted to. It would look a little different. So it is sometimes difficult to find one form that will always work for every situation, but this is probably the most compact way to write the derivative in this case. Okay, hope this helps.